Good morning, everyone. Monday morning, we're starting a new week. And I thought we could do something a little different today. Last week, I believe it was last week, a little bit before, I bought some eggs and we haven't really used any of those. So I thought, why not today change things up a bit by having a more traditional breakfast. So we're gonna use some of those eggs, some of that frozen chicken that we've been using for the last week or so, a little cheese, and just kind of make a more traditional breakfast. And I'll make some, have some of those berries that we bought a couple of days ago and see, how we do. This is what it looks like to lose 150 pounds. It is an interesting, inconsistent, zigzaggy path to follow. So this is what we're doing. But we're doing well. We're still trending downwards, and this is just getting started. We got a long way to go. All right, let's make some breakfast. Okay, now the first thing that we're doing is we're gonna do 50 grams of chicken. Man, this chicken is going a long way. It was just like one round of cooking, and we're using it left and right. It's pretty good. All right. All right, we're counting 50 here. Sorry, I know it seems weird that I'm doing it this way. I just want to get my hands greasy. 45. Come on, 50. 48. And this tiny bit. Come on. It's probably going to put us over, but 51. All right, that's good enough. Okay. So we're doing 51 grams of chicken, and we're doing 50 of mozzarella. All right, let me put this away, actually. Okay, so we got 50 grams of chicken. It's funny because they look like little rocks. We're doing 50 grams of cheese, and we're gonna do 3 eggs. So let me, and then we're gonna do some berries. So let me actually pull out the berries, we'll measure that, and then we'll make food. We're doing 50 grams of raspberries. And I hope I have 50 here. 23, 40, yeah, probably. 51, we got 3 left. Let's just put them in there. 51, so we got 70 grams of raspberries. This phone is a little slow today. Okay, 70 grams of raspberries. We're supposed to do 50 of blackberries, but we'll see what we got here. From 70, that's 24. Oh wow, 51, perfect, look at that. And we're gonna do 100 grams of blueberries, because we got a little more. So, let's do that. 30, 50, 74, 92, 95, 98, little guy, 98, medium guy, 99, okay, one more, 100. All right, very good. So we got a little berry salad. We're gonna make our eggs with cheese and chicken. And then I'm also gonna make some daily greens to round it out. Today it's supposed to be a medium carb day based on my Lumen reading of 1 this morning. I'm burning fat this morning. And then today is Monday, so if you watched Friday's video, you know that today is one of the more active exercise days. So we're gonna have some breakfast, and then after this, we're gonna head down to the gym. We're gonna walk for 40 minutes. We're gonna come back, do our kettlebell swings. We're gonna do our stretches. Yeah, so let's get going. Okay, and here we have it. So it's 3 eggs, the 50 grams of mozzarella, 50 grams of chicken, and then we have our little berry salad. So let's take a look at the numbers for this. This gives us 29 grams of carbs out of 195 that we have allotted for today. 48 grams of protein out of 157 that we have for today, and 33 grams of fat out of 102 that we have for today. So, this starts making a dent into our macros for today. We'll see how we feel about this. I haven't had like a breakfast, like a solid food breakfast in a while, like even before we started this. So it's a matter of seeing how we feel, and we'll kind of take it from there. So, all right, see you guys in a bit. Well, I've been sitting at my desk for like, I don't know, maybe the past 15 minutes, trying to convince myself to keep going with the day, go down and do a walk. And there's always like, oh, but I need to do this. Oh, I need to check that. And it really comes down to the fact that I'm procrastinating because I don't feel very good today. I'm trying to give it the best attitude I got. And but some days are just like this. And I feel like maybe that's something I haven't really touched on a lot since we started this journey. I guess because there's a part of me that doesn't want to sort of like feel sorry for myself, because you guys really are very supportive, and I really appreciate all the support, but I don't want to feel like throwing myself a pity party just to do it, just to get that sympathetic response. But yeah, there are a lot of days that suck. Today is one of them. I don't have any particular reason why that is. It just is. The mental health aspect of this is probably the most important, most difficult part of doing it. And unless you have been through a similar situation, or you've dealt with depression or any mental health issues in the past, it is very difficult to really understand, because sometimes like everything is fine, everything is great, there are no hurdles. You can just go and work out and eat healthy and do all the things that you're supposed to be doing, and there's almost like this internal force keeping you from doing something as simple as just getting up from the couch and walking for 5 minutes. And so for some reason today is just a crappy day for me, and these days are hard because it just feels like everything is working against you. It's like, gravity multiplies, and every fucking movement takes so much more considerable effort than it normally does. And so, I don't know, maybe there have been moments over the last, 3 weeks, however many days we've done this now, where I've had a desire to share some of this mental health aspect. And I don't know why I haven't done it. Sometimes it's just because I don't have the camera with me. And in a way, maybe I find that as an excuse to not do it. But I don't know. I guess it's not that easy to talk about these things, because a lot of the times, I don't think that even we understand exactly what is going on. Sometimes you just really feel shitty, and there's no reason why. I wish I could tell you like where I'm finding the strength to go and do this today and do the walk and stuff, and then come back and do the exercises. But I don't know. I'm just doing it. I think you eventually get to a point where you are so tired of the current situation, and you might as well just do it. But it probably is, I guess for me now that I'm thinking about it, that I feel the system that I'm creating this time is a lot more robust and thorough. And that sort of creates support. I know that some of you have asked, or have commented and mentioned that I seem to be doing a lot. Oh, you're doing too much. You're measuring too many things. You're doing this, you're doing that. It's better to keep it simple. And if it works for you, great. Obviously, the simplest thing that works for you and requires the least effort, the better. But for my head, for my brain, for my particular mental health situation, having all of this external accountability, having you guys, having the measurements, the sort of goals that I have to meet, like all these things, after many years of trial and error, it seems to be the thing that in these particular moments when I am right on the edge and I could go either way, like go and actually do my workout and have a healthy day, or just fucking sit on the couch and eat junk food. It seems to me that this system is what's tipping me over to the good side, if we want to call it that. And so, I'm guessing that's the thing that's helping me go and do this today, because there is a clearer purpose, a clearer why. It's spelled out in front of me. And so, but it sucks. These fucking days suck when you have no energy, you have no motivation, you don't want to do anything. But then also the thought of not doing anything is depressing as fuck. So I don't know that I have an answer or anything better to say about that, but it is what it is. And if at some point you're going to go through a journey like this where you're going to be challenged mentally and physically and emotionally with something as significant as dramatic, extreme weight loss, you're probably going to face some of these things because it's just a human condition. Hanging there. Thank you for bearing with me. And let's go do this, and then I'll see you guys for lunch. Well, it did take a lot to do the workout today. It ended up taking me a lot longer than I wanted to, but I did it. I did all of it. 40 minutes of walking, 100 kettlebell swings, and the stretching for 20 minutes. Just not feeling very motivated today. And I really admire people who just kind of have that intrinsic motivation all the time. And, might not be as easy for them. They probably worked up to it. I don't know. We'll get there. But for today, I'm glad I did it. But like I said, it took a little bit longer than I wanted to. And if I sit, I'm just being really slow today. So if I sit and try to make lunch and sit and eat lunch, and I won't get to work until later in the afternoon, and then that's also going to mess with my mental health. So I'm going to just drink a bunch of water and eat a couple of bars. Not the healthiest lunch, but again, this is not about being perfect 100% of the time, but actually getting through it. And I think what I need to do today is just eat a couple of bars and get to work, and I'll feel better. I hope so, once I'm done with some work. But yeah, it's just one of those days. Yeah, it's hard today to find motivation. Nothing specific, just hard to find that motivation and keep going. So we're doing whatever we can to sort of stay on track today. All right, so a couple of bars for lunch. We can take a look at the numbers at the end of the day, but that should do it. And I'll try to have an early dinner, so I'll probably try to take a pause at around 5 and then actually have a dinner then. And yeah. All right, see you guys in a bit. Okay, and it's time for dinner. We're gonna try to have an early dinner today so that we just don't have to think about it anymore. Sorry about my diminished demeanor. It's just, yeah, just one of those fucking days. All right. We're gonna try to make this quick and simple and nutritious by using some Huel, nutritionally complete. Again, this is one of their instant meal cups. Today we're gonna be using their chicken Alfredo, but there's actually no chicken in this one because their stuff is vegan. I will be, however, adding my own chicken that I have made. On top of that, we're also going to be using some MCT powder, medium chain triglyceride, which is a healthy fat made from coconuts, and some collagen peptides. And then, just to give ourselves a little more carbs and also help with my mood, we're going to do some berries. This is basically going to give us a perfect score for protein and fat and about half of the carbs we were supposed to have today. Again, I feel like if I just load up on carbs, or at least all the carbs that Lumen is telling me, and for those of you who don't know what Lumen is, it's basically this device that I've been using. To measure my metabolism. And basically the way it works is you measure your metabolism in the mornings and it tells you like how many macros to have for the day, how many carbs and fats and protein. And so I just feel like it's given me a lot of carbs lately, and I don't know, like maybe I should be following their schedule to make sure that my metabolism is flexible, but I don't know, I'm not gonna overthink it today. So first of all, let's just I'm also adding some mushrooms. Yeah, I had some frozen shiitake mushrooms. Okay, let me just pull that stuff out. We'll measure, we'll cook, we'll look at the numbers, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so we're starting with 200 grams of chicken. So it's quite a bit of chicken, actually. If you had to guess, let's play a game. If you had to guess how many grams of protein are in these 200 grams of chicken, what would you say? Go ahead. In grams, just, a guesstimation. It's 48 grams of protein. 48. That's not bad. 26 grams of fat. All right. And then we are adding 100 grams of mushrooms. These are these shiitake mushrooms that I got from Mom's supermarket, not my mother. So let's go in 100, 70, 90, 92, 96. Ooh, they smell delicious. 98, 100. Perfect. Oh, I do love the smell of mushrooms. Even these frozen ones have a beautiful smell. All right. Then aside from that, what else we doing? Okay, so we're gonna cook this with this, and we're gonna be adding the MCT powder and the collagens. And then let's measure the berries real quick. We're gonna do 50 raspberries and blackberries each. That's 42, 47, and a baby one. 51, that's good enough. And then 50 of blackberries, 100 grams of blueberries, 50 grams of blackberries, and 50 grams of raspberries that are kind of hiding underneath. That's gonna be our dessert and our carbs. We got the 100 grams of mushrooms, 200 grams of chicken, and now we're gonna add the collagen for some extra protein. We're doing 23 grams of this baby. 23, that's 9, 21, 22, come on 23, come on 23, good. 23 grams of collagen because it's good for you. Or so they tell me, you know, you get to a point, you know what, don't listen to me today. I'm just in a foul fucking mood. And then we're doing 8 grams of MCT powder. 8 grams. Look at that. 1 scoop. Perfect. Who's the master? All right. So we have our chicken Alfredo. We got our chicken. We got our mushrooms, our MCT powder, collagen peptides. We got our mushrooms, berries, all the things that we need for a good meal. And yeah, let's put it together. I'll show it to you guys. We'll look at the numbers, and day, I don't even know what day, 24, 25, will be a wrap. What is it? What is it? Day 25. Holy shit. So in a couple of days, we're going to be looking at 4 weeks. We will have done this for 4 weeks. Wow. Amazing. All right, let me put this together. Okay, and here it is. Look at that. This is my non-vegan, vegan chicken Alfredo. Chicken. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers and be done with this. So we got the instant cup, the chicken Alfredo from Huel, and it is, that's giving us most of the carbs, that and the berries for today. But yeah, so the instant cup, 200 grams of chicken, 100 grams of mushrooms, 8 grams of MCT powder for fats, 23 grams of collagen peptides for protein, and then we have 100 grams of blueberries, 50 of blackberries, 50 of raspberries. Now, this gives us a total for today of 1,952 calories. We did 100 grams of carbs out of 225 we were supposed to have today. Did 158 grams of protein out of 157 we were supposed to do today, so up by 1, perfect. And a perfect 102 out of 102 grams of fat. So this is basically what a pretty balanced, you know, what Lumen considers low carb. I mean, technically it would be a high carb day if I'd had all 225 grams of carbs, but yeah, this is what a low carb day looks like. Pretty good. And we're still under 2,000 calories. Yeah. Well, I am glad that today's over. Well, it really isn't over, but we're done with food, so I'm going to eat. I'm going to get back to work, and tomorrow we do it again, and hopefully I'll be feeling a little better. All right. Thank you for hanging in there. See you tomorrow.